No, we won't talk about Sammy Sosa later because Sammy Sosa ya no es negro. Imagínate.
So what we're doing today is afro-latino history.
Ooh.
We're gonna talk about Roberto Clemente. The reason why we're doing this is because there's not a lot of videos that...
I'm gonna stop it right there for a minute. Roberto Clemente was one of the baddest Puerto Rican baseball players that ever walked the face of the earth. Proud to be Afro-Latino. Him and Jackie Robinson was really the best of friends. And Roberto Clemente said that if it wasn't for Jackie Robinson, he wouldn't be able to play baseball. And that's a deep understatement what he's saying. They was really close. Roberto Clemente and Jackie Robinson had it hard because they was both black. And in the Puerto Rican and Latin culture, there's a lot of inner circle racism there too. Just like we have in America, they have this in their culture. If you're dark, then you're not supposed to marry nobody black American like me. If you're dark, try to marry a white person or a lighter skinned Spanish person to be accepted. With this prejudice and racism, it should have been died out a long time ago, but it seems like it's never going to go nowhere. But they do have a problem in their race. Let's get this.
Talks about Afro-Latino history.
Or highlight them.
Roberto Clemente is one of the most prominent Latino baseball players.
That I knew.
Yeah. Of all time.
Of all time.
Roberto Clemente was born on August 18, 1934 in La Carolina, Puerto Rico.
Oh, cool.
He used to work with his father in the sugarcane fields. He was the youngest of 7 kids.
Dang.
Yeah, tú sabes.
But I feel like back then that's just what it was. Like you had more children.
Y mucha gente no tenía mucha protección como tenemos hoy.
Oh, no lo usaban.
Every day he would play baseball, even if it rained.
I'm going to stop right there for a minute. These two Afro-Latinos are very proud to be Afro-Latino. And what goes on with the black passport brothers, the one that still love black women, what they'll do, they'll leave here and they'll go and find themselves an Afro-Latina wife, which these women are beautiful. Like, a lot of people do bypass them, but Afro-Latino people, period, are beautiful, but the women are beautiful. And they would really blow a lot of these mean, evil, sadistic black American women out of the water. The one that just walk around like the world owes them a living. And they know they have, see, a lot of black American women know they have competition. And these are the biggest competition they have to deal with, is Afro-Latino women. Let's continue.
He was out there playing baseball. If it was muddy, he was out there playing baseball.
He had a real love. That's when you know you really love what you do.
In 1954, he was signed to the Brooklyn Dodgers. But the Brooklyn Dodgers didn't really use him.
Why? Because he was black?
People are saying they grabbed him because they didn't want him to get signed to the Giants.
People do stuff like that. They're like, oh, let me book you. Let me give you a holding deal. So you can't be great
you can't go nowhere.
That's my...
I'm going to stop it right there for a minute. And you know, if he would have got signed with the Brooklyn Dodgers, that would have been a real headliner, because Roberto Clemente plays with Jackie Robinson on the Brooklyn Dodgers. Boy, they would have probably came a long way. They probably would have stayed in Brooklyn. Continue.
But in 1955, he was signed to the Pittsburgh Pirates. And I just want you to get the aesthetic of the time. That's 7 years after Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier. You know, this guy is an Afro-Latino. Now, he has 2 things against him. The first one is that he's black. The second one is that he's Latino and he can't hardly speak English.
Odds are against him at this point.
So all he could do is play the game. Well, even when it comes to eating, Roberto Clemente would have to stay in the bus and stay with the people of color, and they would eat in the bus while the white players ate in the restaurants.
That's nuts. On top of...
So really, him and Jackie Robinson went through a lot of pressure. First Jackie Robinson and then Roberto Clemente. That's why they was like brothers. They was very close. And this is why I don't understand why a lot of Puerto Rican and blacks don't get along. That don't make no sense, because we all grew up in the Bronx together. And we all married each other and had kids together. So I don't understand where the division comes from. But let's get it. Let's keep going.
The fact that like if he came from Puerto Rico and he was over there, none of that was happening over there.
None of that was.
So it's to come to another country and then experience all of these things. You come to like the land of the free. He's like, wow, I'm gonna play baseball. I'm gonna do all of these amazing things, and then all of these other things happen.
This experience has led him to say this: I am in the minority group. I am from the poor people. I represent the poor people. I represent the common people of America. So I am to be treated like a human being. I don't want to be treated like a Puerto Rican or a black or nothing like that. I want to be treated like any person.
That's what I'm talking about. He didn't care if he was Afro-Latino, Puerto Rican, or black. He just cared that he was a human being. And what I'm going to try to do when I start my travels, I want to try to hit up all the Latin countries and go to all the Afro-Latino neighborhoods and try to see what I can see and ask questions and stuff like that. Hashtag just us. Take the green pill and go, fellas. SYSBN, Passport Kings. Salute. This is Big Hawk. Until next time, I'm out.